In this video, I'm going to show you how to create a calendar, how to create a group, and how to configure your calendar setting. The first step that you want to do is go to the settings, click on calendar under business services. Then you're going to be landing to a page for calendar settings wherein you can create a group and create a calendar right away. So let's say, for example, I do have multiple calendars that I want to add into a group. So I'll test it out and I'll just create a group and get back to you. Okay, now once I'm done filling that out, the group name, the group description, and the calendar URL, I would just hit create, or maybe I use another slug test and 15. Just put in create. Okay, once that is done, I'm going to be seeing the test group in here. Now, once I already have the group, I will now then create my calendar. So if I'm planning to have multiple calendars and I wanted to add that into that group, then I will have an option to do so. But first up is we're going to create a new calendar. And once you hit that create calendar, you're going to have an option to do a round robin booking and unassigned booking. There's another option in here, collective booking, but that's coming soon. So we're not going to tackle that for now. So the first stop is unassigned booking. The unassigned booking means that you can create a calendar without an assigned user to it. So every appointment that's coming up on that calendar can the user can get that appointment and assign it to them manually by going into the contacts directly. But if you want a calendar that will automatically assign appointments to a user, then you're going to go ahead and select the round robin booking. I- Let's start first with the unassigned booking. Once I click that, I will have this calendar configuration. The first step would be to name the calendar, add a description, add a calendar URL, and you can also modify the appointment title, maybe the first name or the full name of the contact, and then onboarding. Now, this appointment title will show up once they receive the invite on their email. If you have meeting links such as Zoom link, Google Meet link, you can put it in here if it's default and you're not going to change it in the future. You can set it up on this calendar. So that way it will be included on the invite that your client's going to receive. You'll also have an option to link the calendar to your personal Google Calendar or Outlook account. Note that Lana can only integrate with Outlook and Google Calendar. The other cool thing that would be found on the calendar setting would be the sync option. So it can be one way or two way. So that means if it's one way, all of those appointments from Lana can be shown on your Google Calendar or Outlook Calendar. But if it's a two-way, then you'll have an option to see uh, appointments from the other calendars such as Outlook to Lana and Lana to Google or Outlook. Now, once you're done with that one, you're going to have an availability section wherein you can configure the available time that you want to show on the calendar, as well as the days, and you can set it for slot duration, slot interval, appointments per slot, appointments per day, and you also have an option to do a minimum scheduling notice. Now, these are the standard settings for the office hours. But if you wanted to do custom, let's say, for example, you wanted to add a date in here for March 7, I'm just going to have 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. And then for the March 8, it's going to be 6 p.m. This is ideal if you are open within the holidays and the office hours is, less than the normal business hours that you have or operating hours that you have for your business. Now, if I'm going to go back to the standard configuration, I'll do have an option for recurring appointments. If I click that, then I will have another option in here to set up a repeat and times to repeat. And if slots are not available, then you can set a rule from here. So this means that your contacts will be able to book multiple appointments based on the below configuration. Once you're done with that, now you can go ahead and confirm all of this informations that you have set. So under confirmation, from here, you can set up a form settings and additional options. For the form settings, every Lana calendar that you will create, it will always have a form before they can actually book the time and date. So by default, it's going to ask for the full name, the phone, and the email, and if there's any message that they want to leave. But if you have custom forms or you created a forms before and you wanted to use that and connect it to a calendar so you can get more information, then you can select the forms from here. So you can select, let's say, contact form, and then you'll have an option in here to let the calendar auto confirm my appointment, and there you can configure the notification and other miscellaneous option as well. Who should receive this notification, contact, and then maybe via email. And then if the Google Calendar is connected to this Lana calendar that we're creating, we can tick the option allow Google Calendar to send invitation or update emails to attendees. So you'll have an option as well to include a reschedule link or a cancellation link, which they can click and do the reschedule and the cancellation process. Now, with the additional notes, you can modify this, add a few information that you wanted to see, but make sure that you are aware that all of this additional notes will be visible to your client's end. Now you can add Facebook Pixel ID as well. And if you wanted to modify the looks of your calendar and maybe you're good with custom code or custom CSS, you can add that in here. And then lastly, you'll have the form submission configuration. You can redirect them to a URL or a specific landing page that you created, or maybe just a thank you message, which you can customize as well. Once you're done with that, you just select complete, and then after that, you will now see it listed from here. So let's say, for example, I wanted to add a video test to the group that I created. I'm just going to move this to a group, test group. Okay, once I'm done with that, it'll be added to the group calendar. And if I wanted to share my group calendar to the clients, I will just click this three dots, cap, cap copy scheduling links. So sorry, and then paste it. Now, if I have multiple calendars added to that group, then it'll be listed in here. But for now, for this example, it'll just be John calendar. And if I create that, then this is going to be the actual calendar that you created. So I'm going to select the time and then the date. Sorry, and then continue. After that, this is the form that we're talking about earlier, where it's going to ask you for the first name, last name, phone, email, and any additional information that you want to live or that your client wants to live before they schedule the meeting. So after scheduling the meeting, they will receive an automatic email invite confirming the appointment, which they can accept or decline. So that's it for the unassigned calendar. We'll tackle more about the round robin in the next video. Thank you.